Creating content is a lot of work. Whether you're filming, editing, graphics design, photographing, whatever it may be, it can be very time consuming. And all of us are looking for a faster way to make our content in this very highly demanding digital world. So don't worry, I got you. Over the past year, I've discovered 5 ways that can really just help you take your content to the next level in speeds and just be able to create more content and take on more projects. For those of you who don't know, my name is Blaine Bishop. I'm a photographer and filmmaker based in West Virginia. I work in all sorts of different areas, from weddings to commercial to just simple portraits, and the purpose of this channel is to share any of the information that I learned with you guys and hope it helps you in your creative journeys. Number 1, creating templates. All of us videographers and photographers end up doing similar work on a regular basis, whether it's for weddings, YouTube, real estate, reels. Either way, all of us can benefit from templates. Templates provide a fast way of evading the kind of sort of small, tedious tasks that we have to do in every project. And there's so many different ways to use templates. Personally, I use templates in work that I do for my church on a weekly basis. I have templates for editing our rebroadcast, for making our thumbnails, even for the process in which that I upload photos for social media. Everything is done through templates, and it saves me hours of time. For example, when I'm editing the rebroadcast for my church, I open up a template in DaVinci Resolve that already has everything that I use regularly preloaded into it. So when I open it up, all of my graphics are already available, all of my LUTs are already preloaded in an adjustment clip above where I'll put the video. I have different timelines laid out specifically for when I do reels, when I do any of that stuff that I pull out of the message, and it just saves me a ton of time because I don't have to set this up, including things as small as file structures. So as soon as I get my footage ready and it's on my computer, I can just open up DaVinci Resolve, save the template for this current project, drag my footage into the folders, and I don't have to create any of that anytime. It's already there. Then when I move over to Photoshop, I've got templates laid out for my thumbnails. So I can bring up previous thumbnails, look at them for inspiration, copy things such as logos and titles for specific speakers, and reuse assets between series if I need to make a consistent look across a specific series. Seriously, if you don't use templates, you need to. You need to start, like today. They will save you so much time. Number 2, LUTs and presets. Along the same vein as templates is LUTs and presets, and they will save you so much time in just about the same way that templates do. Just about everyone, professionally or otherwise, is using LUTs and presets on almost every single project that they are working on. And they do it for very good reason. Being able to save your most commonly used looks and be able to reuse them at a click of a button with minor adjustments, it saves hours of work. Using LUTs and presets, it just saves you time, cuts down on the stuff that you are already going to do and you've already done a million times in the past, and allows you to have more time for doing other things, such as personal projects, more clientele projects, or, branching out into some hobbies. And the best part is about these LUTs and presets, you can do it yourself. You can create these yourself. Or if you wanted to go the route where you don't have the time to create these yourself, you can go to the thousands of photographers and videographers that sell these LUTs and presets that they use on projects for just a couple of bucks. LUTs and presets, simply put, everybody's heard about them, everybody uses them, they will save you so much time. Our third tip is widely, I feel like, under-discussed, but it is so important. It's simply your environment. Creating an environment that promotes content creation will fundamentally change the way that you look at it. It's all about having the path of least resistance. If you have to clean off your desk, set up your tripod, set up your lights, rig out your camera, all of that before you can create a 2-minute video for some social media post, it's gonna make it really hard to do it. However, if you set up your environment to where you only have to walk in, turn on some lights, turn on the camera, hit record, and then you're good, you are far more likely to do it. It's kind of the similar thing to like fast food or Starbucks, where a lot of people spend a lot of money going to these places just because of the convenience. It's there, it's ready for them, as opposed to them having to go to the grocery store, buy the ingredients, come home, cook, clean, all that sort of stuff. And I mean, they make a lot of money off of it for a reason. Convenience will get you to do so many things that you otherwise wouldn't. Moving on to my fourth point for today is make it fun. Obviously, as creators, we love and enjoy what we get to do on a daily basis. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. So what do I mean by make it fun? Add in some different stuff that will make it a little bit easier for you to work for long periods of time. Turn on some Netflix in the background, YouTube in the background, like this video. And just add in small things that'll help you be able to work for a longer period of time rather than just, in the case of like photography, sitting in silence editing photos for hours on end. Almost every time I'm editing photos, I have Netflix, I have YouTube, I have Spotify, something playing in the background, and it helps me work for longer periods of time. Even if I get a little bit distracted here and there, over a long period of time, I get more work done because I've got something else going on that isn't gonna cause me to, I guess, burn myself out on the work. Point number 5, and my final point, is to take a break. Now this one might seem counterproductive, but hear me out. The more you work on something, the more you start to slow down. Whether it be getting hungry, eye strain, running out of energy, all of these small things can really hamper your ability to do this sort of stuff and be productive in it. Very often we want to get a certain project done, so we just keep fighting to try and like force our way through it, when honestly that can do more harm than good a lot of times. So my tip is take a 15-minute break, grab a snack, stretch, and then hop back into it. If you're like me, more often than not, if you do that, you'll find that when you come back to the work after that 15 minutes, you're gonna be far more productive than you would be had you just sat and tried to work through that 15 minutes. And oftentimes you'll actually end up being so much more productive that you will end up doing more work after that than you could have done during that time and after it. So it saves you a lot of time. Hopefully these 5 tips help you in your next project, or even the one that you are supposed to be working on while you're watching this video. And if it did, I'd love to hear about it in the comments, as well as any tips that you guys might have from your experience doing work. And last but not least, if you did enjoy this or it did help you, drop a like and subscribe. It helps a ton, and I will have more content like this in the future for you guys. So like always, I will see you guys in the next video.